completely clean save. I haven't even unlocked daily climbs or customs, or any of the other characters. So we're starting with the Ironclad. And yeah, for anybody who hasn't played this game before, there are these little pathways. Each line leads up to each next section, and you can follow through where you want to go, and based on these, right? Where you want to go to get to the boss fight. There are 3 major boss fights throughout the entire game. And for the purposes of this run, I think we're going to follow this outside path. And that's just explaining that you have your attack cards, your defense cards, and you can see what your enemy is about to do above their head. This is one of the cultists. I don't think I want to do that right this second. Well, I don't need the defense. Cool. And you guys will learn very quickly with this game that I am not the best at general strategy and will just eat damage at some point. That is 9 damage. I will try to remember not to just take all of the damage while I'm playing live. I do just have a great time taking damage. You need to stop hitting me. This cultist is hitting me and keeps getting stronger every time he does. So that is the most unfortunate. Iron Duck says they must have a ladder to feed that damage to a 10-foot TV. Lestrade says only strategy you need is to be faster, be stronger. Iron Duck says, wait, does this make the yummy damage TV dinners? And Iron Duck is not allowed to be funnier than I am in my own chat. This is actually really good. That is all I can afford. This is a lovely little jawworm. We only have 1 defense, so we will be doing that. Game volume is low on stream. Let me turn that to there, maybe. See if that's any better. Yeah. I did turn up the desktop volume. The music itself is set a little low. It's 8, 13. That's 1 damage. Everything, apparently, because I did not break through hair damage. It is unfortunate. Oh no, it's fine. Once I started streaming, there was probably a bit of lag that got added up. That is unfortunate. Because I just do not have a lot of defense cards. So that's gonna hurt. Ooh. So this can only be played if every card in my hand is an attack and it deals 14 damage, or I can deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. We are coming up on multi-enemy fights, but Clash could theoretically be doing a lot of damage. Any opinions, chat? Should we go with more consistent damage or the potential for massive output? EJ says burst. Alright. Burst it is. Oh. You know what? Doubt's always worth it. Don't listen to me. Doubt's always worth it, though. Foiled. Unfortunate. Only 2 damage though, and I do have... You start with relics and different, the different champions have different relics. I heal 6 at the end of every combat, which is great. I'm gonna bash first. Sure. Let me hit. There's every single defense in my hand. It's gonna do nothing, but I'll cast them anyway. I can sacrifice hit points for additional card casts. I can deal 9 damage and put a card from my discard into the top of my draw pile, or I can deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. All the defense. I'm leaning headbutt. What are the opinions? Also, 20% of my max HP. Regent Hills. I'm gonna go headbutt, I do believe. We're gonna go campfire, because fuck that. And now we're back up to full health. It's like it never happened. This guy. It depends, genuinely, Iron Duck. You run the risk of... What is this? No. You run the risk of having high health enemies, even when you have multiple enemies. But usually it's not that bad. I have no defense. This is unfortunate. Welcome back to Heckling Alluring Allegro. We are currently dealing with whatever this is. I have a skill in my hand. Currently I am not unstoppable, but I do have this. So worst comes to... So far, you are one of 3 people, Allegro, that did not actively try... There we go. I'm gonna regret most of the decisions I made there, but it's fine. You are one of the few guests here, Allegro, that did not actively try to get banned, so... The bar is extremely low. And yet, EJ, you were one of the people that helped set it. Can I kill him? 7. No. Oh, I can. Let's go. He's dead. Bag of marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Got it. Barricade. Block is not removed at the start of your next turn. I don't even need to read the other cards. The art in this game is absolutely delightful. I do think Swift Strike is good, but that's 5 random potions, 5 damage twice. I think Swift Strike is the way to go here. Deal damage equal to block, that's really smart. I think that's it. Thank you, Merchant. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Ooh, shrug it off bonus. We are gonna heal while we can. And then we're gonna go combat, actually. That is a skill. These are all attacks. Cool. Oh, there was a point at which EJ was just spamming profanities in my chat. Okay. I know how energy cost works, game. Thank you. Block is not removed. Worth it. The damage I'm about to take is worth it, because all block is now permanent. It won't be because he's going to do me 10 points of damage, but worth it nonetheless. EJ is now being actively shamed in the chat. Want this back, actually. Defense plus, strike. Not yet, EJ. I would like to go my entire debut without having to ban anyone. That'd be great. And look at that, we get clothesline, actually. I don't want Twin Strike. Barricade immediately is really good for me, because all block that I take this entire round will not go away, which is what I should have hit him with clothesline first. That's my bad. Okay. Unfortunate. The vulnerables are getting to me. I do vulnerable too. I don't know if Twitch has the same rules against game emulations, actually. Deal 6 damage and add a copy of this into your pile. I do like the anger build. The curl up. Okay. Where's the most health here? Let's see. Oh boy. A lot of people play older Pokemon games. I feel like they don't have a rule against emulation. That sounded like a new follower. I can't play Clash this turn, but that's fine. I do not know why my alerts aren't working. I'm so sorry to whoever just followed. Draw 1 card, put a card from your hand to the top of your draw pile. And then exhaust. Gain 7 block, exhaust a card. Ooh. That's kind of rough. We'll exhaust that. If transformed or removed from your deck, lose 3 max HP. Well, that's fine. Fluffy Temper. Hello, Fluffy Temper. Welcome to one of the more terrifying boss fights, actually. This is the Guardian. I don't have a fun little spiel about following just yet, but I do appreciate you following me. I am going to die to this thing. Put a card to put on the top of your draw pile. I'll do that. Okay. Anger. And then we'll bring anger back. We will strike. And then we won't die to this thing. Oh, there are a few extremely brutal like enemy charge ups. There's one that it's a very cute little tiny creature. And you're like, "Oh, how dangerous can that be, really?" And then it does 80 damage. Which is just delightful. I'm gonna deal damage and apply vulnerable, because he's gonna do that. This is my last chance to hit him. Did nothing, but we're going to gain some dexterity real fast. And I have no block cards. Not a one. Not a single block card. Wow. Come on. 13 block and draw a card. There we go. Here we go. Jesus. Oh. I'm sure we will die and come back to the tiny creature that will kill me immediately. So... the dangerous thing about this enemy, in particular, is every certain number of damage, he will turn into a defense mode, in which, if I hit him, he does, like, strike back damage against me, which is awful. It is the worst thing to happen to me. Iron Duck says, I'm just flashing back to Legend of Dragoon, and your three guys had a turn. Then it goes to the enemy, and he just stares at you. Then it's your turn. My main guy just sobs quietly, knowing something is about to happen. I miss Legend of Dragoon. What an amazing game. Well, we're going to hit him, because I have no defense cards. The delightful news is I have 29 block. He just took all of it. So now he's in defense mode again, and he has Sharp Hide, which means that if I play an attack, I take 3 damage, which just sucks. So I can't hit him at all. And I have all of my anger cards. Oh, my anger cards. He does turn into a spiky ball. Yeah, it's... I do appreciate the game forcing you to play around a certain kind of strategy, he's gonna kill me. I should be dead. If we make it out of here, I don't know how. Oh. Oh, yes. Through the power of friendship. I don't know if that's true. I am trying to believe. I'm not gonna lie, being watched actively is really helping me think about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm not hitting him. He has 110 health. There is no robot solidarity here. I thought maybe there would be, but there is not. Currently, I have 10 viewers by my count. What, robot solidarity? Oh yes, anger cards. Nothing but rage. This isn't good. I die here. That's fine. I do not die here. Oh, finding that you don't lose your defense cards have been the greatest thing to ever happen to me right now. Look at this. 42 defense. With 4 health, I might add. We have double tap, brutality, and demon form. Demon form is okay. I think it rolls over is the allure of that. Double tap, next attack is played twice. Lose HP and draw a card. I don't think I have good enough cards to justify that. I think I'm gonna do demon form. And for relics, I gain energy at the start of my turn. I can no longer smith at rest sites. Gain energy at the start of my turn. I cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. And whenever you lose HP, draw a card. Like that boss I just beat. Thank you, Iron Duck. I don't really smith at rest sites anyway, so I think this is the best option. Anybody in the chat got an opinion on my relics? I can no longer smith, no longer play more than 6 per turn, or every time I lose HP I draw a card. Allegro says cube. That is all. Are we wanting to go with the cube, or are we wanting to go with the fusion hammer? Iron Duck also says cube. It's cube time. theoretically more cards are in fact good, especially since I'm doing a rage build. So here's the real question, folks. Do I want to potentially have to fight 2 elite bosses just to progress? Tiny TV Brother, Runic. I don't think I want to fight any elites this go, actually. And this is where things get significantly more difficult. Small Silvano is the name of the tiny TV cube. We're about to see if this demon form rolls over. I am hexed. The hex, whenever I play a non-attack card, shuffle a dazed. That's fine. Silvano was in fact an old brand of TVs. That's fine. We're about to have just the most dazed cards. So I hope you guys are ready to just see dazed over and over again. It does continue to roll over. I was correct. We were correct. I'm gonna just hit that though. There we go. We only took a little bit of damage there. Deal damage equal to your block. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. I don't have cards that make me lose health. So we're gonna go with Cleave. Dazed and confused indeed. I have a curse in my hand, yeah. Unfortunate. Go ahead and do that. We're just gonna eat 10 damage, which is unfortunate, but we're about to do so much damage. Oh, I hear the alert sound. I don't know what the alert does. And we will put Shrug It Off at the top of my hand and take just the most damage. Unnecessarily, I might add. Now we play Shrug It Off, play a few good defense cards, we get Swift Strike. Now we have 21 block, which is amazing. The longer I take damage, the stronger I get, though. This is a great build, actually. Do I only have... I have a curse in my hand that I can't get rid of, which sucks. We're gonna go ahead and put Shrug It Off at the top of my hand. Going to body slam, and he's dead. There we go. 10 gold, a fire potion, and... Reckless Charge deals 7 damage, but I shuffle a Dazed into my draw pile. Uppercut deals 13 damage, 1 weak and 1 vulnerable. And Headbutt Plus deals 12 damage and puts a card from my discard into the top of my draw pile. I do... I do love the little thought bubbles that come up. I think we're gonna do that. This is going to be an extremely combat-heavy game right at the start. I might just die right here. And if I don't die right here, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm going to put off doubt for as long as we can. What do you mean I'm not supposed to swing? Unfortunate. We do just die here. That's the end of this run. Defeat. I wasn't prepared for this. Floors climbed 20, enemies slain 8. Exordium elites killed 1, city elites killed 0, bosses slain 1. Thank you for coming to hang out, Iron Duck Gem. I am happy to see you later. How are you guys feeling? Do we want to see another run with the same character? Or do we want to see what the next character does? I'll leave it up to you guys.